Hi, good morning. Today is Monday, March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm Anthony, and this is Drive Dive. So as I like to do on Mondays, give you a recap of the weekend. I guess the purpose of that is to, one, remind myself, did I actually do anything this weekend? But then two, to give you some kind of barometer, compare your weekend, see whether you were more productive, and how you feel about your weekend and, how you might be able to improve, or I don't know, get some motivation, inspiration, whatever from this guy. Or you can comment down below and tell me I'm full of you know what. But anyway, if you're with me, right, Saturday morning, I kind of recorded just an overview of the week so that I could, put that in the start of my weekly compilation of videos. I don't know, as I play around with YouTube and short videos versus long videos. But that was, soccer practice with my son. Then afterward, I went and bought some paint. I'm working on a basement project, so bought some paint. Turned out to be a bad color, as I found out yesterday. I finished spackling and sanding, and then I was caulking the ceiling where the dropped ceiling meets the wall, and caulking at the bottom where the base trim meets the wall, and then I started slapping this golden nugget color on the wall, and realized oh man, it's like yellow, really yellow, and it's just a little too yellow. Like that. I think it was a Lowe's commercial where there's a woman going, "It's really green." This is really yellow. So, I should have been smart about it and gotten some paint samples and things like that and slapped those on the wall before finally making a determination from just swatches, I stared at this color forever, and maybe it looks a lot brighter because everything around it's still white yet, right? The walls were never really painted in our basement, so who knows, but decided to change course and go with more of an orange than a yellow. I thought it was orangey, but anyway, so that was a fail. I spent some time over the weekend, still productive, right? Still, like I said, spackled and sanded and caulked. But now I'm just a little pressed for time because I got on Friday a desk installation happening in my home. Some electrical work getting done today. So I was like, man, I got to get things painted before the desk is in, and then I got to paint around it, right? So that happened, I don't know, between Saturday and Sunday, kind of all weekend long playing around with that. But Saturday night, Saturday afternoon, I'm sorry. I did take my son to his soccer game, which was a whole mess where he wasn't actually carded, despite the fact that I sent the information in I needed to 3 months ago. He was never carded, and so in his first league match, he wasn't actually allowed to play, but we ended up I said, we're going to go. We're going to support the team and, be there for those guys and see what it's all about and, think about the game, etc. So we did. I had my daughter with me because she did not want to stay home with mommy. So a little, Father of the Year action going on, where I've got both kids with me. My wife ended up getting some time to herself, hung out at home, watched a movie and whatnot. But, so my son's on the bench watching his team play, and I'm trying to entertain my daughter running around the track and just being goofy. She's good fun. And then afterward, I tried going to Dick's for sneakers and cleats, outdoor cleats for my son, as the fall season is about to start, or sorry, spring season. What am I saying? But we go to an outdoor field. We've been indoor, so I got him some turf shoes. Now I got to get him something with spikes. Dick's is it was a mess. First off, my daughter found Crocs, and good luck to me saying no to my daughter. We didn't have a whole lot of luck finding shoes for my son, but yeah, it was a mess. They, I guess, have all their shoes just display is all you can see and touch, and then if you find something that you like, you have to get the attention of a sales rep who then goes in the back and finds the size that you're interested in, but you're essentially waiting in line or vying for their attention, and then they come out and they're just shouting out who's waiting for a Nike size 8, and it was just weird. Maybe we went at a bad time, but so that was rough. But then we get home for dinner. My wife made corned beef and cabbage, and at some point after my wife and daughter went to bed, my son and I stayed up, and he'd been wanting to record a card reveal, right? Just opening packs of cards and just reading through the cards that we got, Disney Lorcana. And so for me, it took a little bit of time figuring out some trials and tribulations there, the camera setups and the lighting and what kind of background and decorations and whatnot do we want in the video. And we've tried two. The first one was rough going, and he was a little stiff and not quite sure what to say. But then we made a second one on Saturday, and it was better. And we still have some room to improve. So we're making some progress on that front. So all these different varieties of projects and things is just so interesting to me, and that's why I think there's so many reasons why I'm making these videos, right? One, just to feel more productive about myself, about my day, and get my morning started off right, rather than just driving for an hour and accomplishing nothing. I feel like here I'm at least accomplishing something, regardless of the number of subscribers or how many likes and comments, which are all awesome, whether I ever get monetized, which would be like super amazing. But at the root of it, it's just me feeling more productive and doing something, for myself. Sunday, like I said, was all about trying to paint and figure out, what I'm doing in the basement. I did vacuum out my wife's car, went to the auto parts store, got the engine filter, right, the air filter, and the cabin air filter. Turns out I didn't really need to replace the cabin air filter. But yeah, she's got mice nesting, I guess, and so, chewing up that engine air filter. Have to replace that a little more often than I'd like, and vacuum out stuff, and I don't know how to solve that problem. Comment down below if you do. I haven't Googled it yet. But I gotta look at that one. But so cleaning up her car, taking care of that a little bit. The basement. I cut my hair last night, right after everybody went to bed. It's something I've been doing for a little while, for years. Honestly, like I would always just do a buzz cut, like a 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch, and just do that all around. But then I don't know, the past couple of years, like I would seriously, like the last decade, like I've been cutting my own hair. The past couple of years, decade? I don't know, I'm older than that. Anyway, past couple of years I've been going with a little more length on top, and it's been harder to try to figure out how to do it. But to get a good haircut by me, right? There's a place I could go and spend maybe $20, but you're waiting for a while. And then there are other places I could go spend $35, $40, make an appointment. I'm not waiting as long, but it's $35, $40, which is just as much money as I did spend after an unsuccessful trip to the Dick's retail location, right, brick and mortar. That's how much I spent online for a pair of soccer cleats. I'm like, all right, $40 soccer cleats, $40 for a haircut, right, that I didn't pay for. It all works out in the end, right? Saving money, doing a decent job. I think is it perfect? No, but I don't think it's ever perfect, right? I could spend that $35, $40, get home and be like, oh, I kind of missed here, missed there. I end up touching it up, trimming a little bit myself anyway. So I don't know. Took care of that last night. It usually takes me about an hour if you're curious, but so again, it's I don't know. I think it sounds like a busy weekend, right? I've been talking for 8 minutes just about my weekend and what I believe I accomplished there. Helping out a little bit with laundry and chores and right the recycling and so on and so forth, right? Little things like that I'm sure everybody does. It's just that's my life in a nutshell. Things I did, I could tell you about some of the things I didn't do, but why bother, right? There's definitely a lot more on my plate. Didn't work out, but I stuck to the diet, lost another pound in the past 2.5 years. I've managed to lose now 51 pounds. I was 217 pounds coming back from vacation with my wife, a little bit of a baby moon. And now I'm checking in 166.8 yesterday, and then today 166.4. Where it's going, I don't know, or how I'm doing it, I don't know. But just like I said, sticking to the diet I work on with my coach, Joe Franco. And that's about it. Maybe just being a bit more active with some of these household projects and such. Burning some extra calories, running around with my daughter. Yeah, man. So yeah, I mean, for me, I don't know, the other reason I think, right, sharing these videos, right, if I'm looking for more purpose than just like doing for the sake of doing, I really do think I have a story to tell, right? And that my story is worth sharing. I mean, not just some of the things about what I do now and the variety of skill and what I've had to have to learn and how I continue tinkering and, you know, these various projects, right? Any kind of video I do, whether it's here in the car or at home with my son, or if I were to like make a video of me cutting my own hair. Math videos, right? They're all different formats. They all have different equipment requirements, different setups, right? Whether it's lighting, 1 camera, 2 camera, table formats, right? Table requirements, furniture requirements, etc. It's just to be able to do that. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool, right? I appreciate that I have those skills, and you know, if you're watching this and you've ever had those thoughts of like, man, like I could never do that watching this or other YouTube videos, right? I could never do that. I could never create that content. Like you can, you know, it's just a matter of I don't know, just doing it and trying to figure it out and going through, you know, those trial and error processes and just make it work. You know, have some fun in the process. Reach out to folks who are doing it, ask them specific questions. Lots of folks will get back to your comments, right? As I was watching a YouTube video on the video mixer that I use to kind of get a refresh on that, I then look at the comments, and yeah, I mean, you know, he was getting back to people on all sorts of questions, low level and high level. What kind of camera do you use, and how do you get this setting, and how did you plug it into your MacBook, and what kind of software do you use, right? And he was responsive to all of them, and even if it was just to say like, I'm not really sure what you're asking, can you please clarify, right? So, you know, you get the help that you need. But I realize I'm rambling, right? So it's Monday, happy St. Patrick's Day. I like to record a video every day, get something uploaded. I do need to work on thumbnails. Maybe I could get that click-through rate up a little bit, you know, but I did just recently cross some threshold in my mind where it's I got over 100 views in a 48-hour span. I saw that over the weekend, so thank you all for that. I don't know, like the video, comment to the channel. What? Man, like the video, subscribe to the channel, you know, comment down below any love support for my, I don't know, my efforts. And anything I can do for you, man. I do enjoy helping people, creating content that might be enjoyable, might be helpful, inspirational, etc. Yeah, let me know. But that's it for me. Happy Monday, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Take care.